Okay, welcome to today's podcast. Today I'm going to be talking about anxiety and why you are doing it. Now, anxiety comes from various different forms in various different structures depending on you. It's highly personable, but there's a few characteristics which are identical despite how different we are, how different we have forged, and how different we have inherited the beliefs of the external world. Firstly, the effects it has on the body. These are generally the same across all people. Again, it doesn't vary so much. There are variants about where we can feel it, whether it's felt emotionally, spiritually, or whatever. That's irrelevant here. Why are you doing it? Well, there's a couple of reasons. One, self-doubt. Two, lack of rehearsal. Three, you've inherited some beliefs about who you are, about where you should be, why you're delivering in a certain form, and ultimately whether you're good enough. What I'm going to invite you to do, certainly over the next 7 days if you're competing or you're practicing, is shift that slightly. So whenever you feel any anxiety, usually perhaps in the gut or towards another, I want you to remove that by not caring about what the external world or how you will be judged. Now, why do I say that? As soon as you remove the opinions of others from how you're feeling, what you'll find is an element of calmness. That calmness in turn will remove any anxiety. The only way that you feel anxiety is because it's something that you've learnt to do based on a past situation. It doesn't matter whether it's you rewind all the way back to parents, whether you rewind back to school teachers, or even perhaps a judgment over yourself based on previous coaches, perhaps even colleagues. But what I'm going to invite you to do right now, in actual fact, is to remove the judgment, caring factor of self, remove another's opinion about how you can achieve over the next 7 days, and see how that might not just change the way that you think about yourself. If you were to go into a competitive environment and just have fun, be present in the moment, and follow the pebble exercise, which you can grab on the website 100nman.com. The pebble exercise brings yourself and your awareness back into the present moment. If you were just present in the moment, and the focus of that present moment was to have fun and deliver on your plan and strategy, which I mentioned in the previous podcast, then I'm pretty sure, then almost certainly sure, that any anxiety that you have would have disappeared in the conventional sense, in the sense that you're experiencing at the moment. Now, anxiety, again, is perfectly normal. It's a normal state. It's a normal reflection of self based on the situations that you're in. I still get an element of anxiety before stepping on the stage, where you have, in some instances, over 1,000 eyes looking back at you. There is an element of anxiety because you want to do your best. You want to deliver. But when you flip that thinking from focusing on the outcome to just realigning yourself with the present moment, speaking with good, pure quality intention, and with the known and the knowledge, again, I'm going to speak about this later in the 30 days of podcasts. But when you expand into that space of speaking from truth, from heart, delivering based on intention and pure alignment with yourself, with those two factors of having fun and removing the judgment of others, what you'll find is you'll become more fluid in your actions. The communication that you have, the relationship with other people, again, another topic that I'm going to talk about on day 6, will become not only more fluid, but you'll be able to deliver it with true alignment and sincerity, and with good, pure intention. So there's a lot of bits going on there, a lot of bits that I've mentioned, but in summary and in short, it comes down to 2 things. One, remove the judgment of others and the reasons why you care. They're not important. What is important is truth to you, the intention, the alignment that you have with that future version of self, and remove any past beliefs about what you've inherited. You know, you've learned how to do anxiety. Just go in there, have fun, be true to self. Remember that purpose behind the reasons why you're doing what you're doing. Again, that's another area that we can talk about later in the series, that often people lose the original intention, lose the original purpose behind the actions that they're doing, the reasons why they're doing what they're doing in the present moment. So, tip for today, the action for you, certainly over the next 7 days, is to remove the judgment of others over self, because it doesn't matter. Have the don't care attitude over how you deliver, but take every experience as a learning, as part of your strategy, so that you can apply any of those learnings. Avoid the temptation to be adverse over the word failure. Failure utilizes, or certainly brings about, lots of opportunities to learn more about what can be applied in the next session, the next event, the next training, and have some fun. Ultimately, most of us are in sport because we enjoy it. So let's regain some of that fun aspect and understand how that may be applied, and certainly how we can utilize that first version of self and the original intention behind getting into whatever sport you're in. So that's day 2. Remember to subscribe, hit like, give us some good quality feedback. If you would be kind enough, head over to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and follow us there. And remember to subscribe to the newsletter on 100nman.com.